That is true. And actually, you have gone into one critical area, that is the effects of droughts, which is conflicts, the increase of conflicts, because pastoralists who actually have been affected so much by drought are actually moving into areas where there is pasture. And this has escalated in most of the areas, be it in Laikipia, be it in Baringo, and also other arid areas. The small interventions that we are seeing, maybe we are suggesting that they should put forth, is the provision of pasture and water, the way they are doing in the wildlife sector, where they're actually providing water pans, salt licks, they're providing hay, and all this food for these wildlife animals. The same should be done for these pastoral communities, because you cannot be talking about insecurity if we don't tackle the issue of drought, which has been exponentiated by climate change. And when you look at the pastoralists who are there, most of them, they have lost livestock. In the past 5 seasons, we have lost over 2.5 million cattle, and this calls for even it leads to psychological trauma. Most of these pastoralists who are living in these arid areas, the only livelihood they have, or even source of wealth, is these livestock. So when they lose these livestock, it leads to psychological trauma. Most of them, they're even hanging themselves, they're killing themselves. So what does the government need to do on this? I think there was also an initiative by the government. They said they would be buying these livestock from these farmers at a subsidy, and even going and selling it somewhere else. But I've not seen this working. And maybe one thing that I need to support on what the human rep has said on Isiolo is that these departments need to stop working in silos. We need to see the scientist groups, we need to see the politicians on the table who have been affected in those areas, all working together, giving solutions together, instead of one person working in one corner and then giving out a solution without the presence of those who are actually on the ground. And I also want to say that I'm very sorry also, and I want to send my apologies also to the people who have been affected by this drought issue, because Kenya is supposed to be self-sufficient in terms of food security, and counties which have enough food, they should work with other governors so that they can see how best this food can be transported to these other counties and be sold to these other counties at a lower price, because I'm very sure that the other counties which are food